You ever see one of these?
Yeah, I've seen one of these
This
like
is
10 years ago.
Generation electronic bicycle. It's a pedal assist bike. It's my mom's.
Mm-hmm.
And she loves it.
Before we go any further, does she know that you have possession of this right now?
I gave her a call.
So you have permission?
Most permission, yeah.
Okay.
Basically just said, hey, Ma, what are you doing with that bike back there? She's like, oh, nothing. Why? I said, can I just take some stuff apart? She goes, yeah, that should be fine. I said, okay, I'm just not going to tell her anymore. The less she knows, the better, right?
So why are you taking this bike apart, Matt?
Well, it's been taking up a lot of room in the storage section of the bike shop. So I'm thinking, what if we just take all the cool electronic stuff off and we put it on a BMX bike? Like, it's no different. It's just a bike.
I just can't wait to see your mom's reaction.
My mom's a hoarder.
Listen.
Right? Is my mom a hoarder?
She is, yeah.
Big time hoarder.
But if I didn't call her, she would never know the bike's missing.
True.
Zero idea. Because they haven't touched these bikes probably since they got them.
Yeah, it's been a really long time.
I
probably rode this bike more than she rode it.
Yeah, there's nothing on it.
We have a lot to figure out here, guys. There's electric motors. I don't know which one's which. That back one looks like it does something now.
No, it doesn't.
The back one's just a drum.
Luckily, it's
Really?
just the front one.
Okay, well, that's good then. So that's the front motor. So we want to take this thing apart, put it on a BMX bike somehow. I just want to show you guys the before.
It's not going to look like this after, and we're going to have a lot of wires. But luckily, I'm pretty good at using my welding gun for soldering, so I should have no problem putting everything back
Maddie
together
has
and
zero
get a throttle on there.
electronic capabilities at all. So
It's
this
bad.
is going to be great.
It's really bad.
Good luck, Matt. I'll check in when you're done. No, I'm just kidding. We'll check in like when it gets interesting.
Okay.
That was 3 minutes, and we're already onto a different bike, guys.
Well, he didn't realize he took the wrong
I
one.
forgot. Mom said I should probably take Dad's bike. She finished conversation with that
It's
one.
got the big tailwind.
Just in case,
My dad's a big man too, so we know these electric motors. They got some oomph to
it
them.
powers. I've seen Dad doing probably 45 plus on this thing.
That's a whole big lie right there,
Yeah,
guys.
it was probably about 12 to 15, but
Yeah. So the guys are taking this thing apart. I told you guys I wasn't going to show you the boring stuff, but we don't know anything about this kind of stuff. There's controllers up here. We got to see if it works. Does this thing even work?
yeah, why wouldn't it?
I don't know. It looks old.
No, it is old.
It works. I don't know which battery didn't work.
The good thing about it
great,
is
here we
we've
go.
always got another one. Like, we've always got a backup plan. This is just a trial.
Yeah.
This is a test one.
We got the hub motor out. You can see there's BMX rim around it. BK is currently cutting spokes. I asked him what he's doing cutting wise, and he says he's just winging it.
Well, I mean, I can do it the correct way
You don't do it the correct way.
and measure everything and then put it in the spoke calculator.
This is not what you do.
Just seen him before. He was cutting spokes with a hammer. I've never seen anything like that. He came in and he just starts.
Yeah, we're cutting half the spoke off.
That's kind of crazy. So we got the wheel and the cheering stand, and we got Matt with a beard helping us out, trying to figure out if this thing is actually going to work at all. So he's got the cable hooked up. He's got the batteries here. We got both batteries. We got a charger finally. We don't know what we're doing, guys.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, is this going to spin uncontrollably? Like,
maybe that battery's really
That'd be
dead.
sick.
the battery's really dead?
Yeah.
Okay, we got to charge it up. We got good news, guys. It's happening. But you can see BK is just trying to start a fire here.
So
with
this is
these
easy. Whoever rides a bike just needs Brooklyn to be on their back, rubbing these two
rub-
pieces
yeah.
together, and you'll fly. You'll go anywhere.
Yeah, we got to figure out
How we
to
gonna bypass this?
Yes, that's the next thing we got to do. So BK has it attached to a bottom bracket right now. And that's he's got to keep going doing that.
Oh! Cut the clip. Cut the clip, Scott.
But
Why would we cut the clip?
Matt's off the team, by the way.
we need
Sorry,
Matt.
Matt,
He's
you're
making-
fired.
Matt's
probably
making
gotta
tons
hit
of
your button
progress.
again.
We need him still.
Except he keeps forgetting to turn it on.
I'm hitting the little red button.
Why does the red button
like that.
matter? You have to keep it going.
Because this is a cutoff switch. So this is perfect because we're going to actually mount this little grinding magnet system.
Brooklyn's hand's getting tired. Look at him.
No.
Yeah,
I'm just trying not to drop the crank arm.
We're going to mount that on the front wheel, actually. And this will be good because when the rider's on, all he has to do is hold the red button. The power is going to go crazy. And when you're finally ready to set up for like a double flip over the box or anything, you just let go. So then you have no power and you just focus on doing
You know,
your
if you put it
your
right
trick.
back on, will it start working again?
Well, if you fall, this bike doesn't run away.
Good
Exactly.
thinking. Good thinking.
Exactly. No ghost biking. That'll
Cool.
be great.
Well, I'm excited to see what happens
Are
next,
you
guys.
getting a little more confident as we're going?
Not yet.
No, nothing's changed?
Not yet.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
You gotta remember that we're gonna be using the motor on the back wheel, so we won't have any drivetrain at all. No sprocket, no chain, no freewheel. So this is gonna be a very weird setup, but it's looking a little bit more promising, but I'm not too confident yet. So progress has been made, guys. We got the back wheel on, it's all trued and ready to go. We're starting to hook the cables up onto it, but let me show you this. On the front wheel is where we're going to be using the pedal assist at. So you can see that there's a like hub guard looking thing that's on it. That's actually the part that was used for the center of the bottom bracket when it was on the other bike. So we got it hooked up on there, and it was just modified, and it actually works. We tested it, and when you spin this thing about this fast, the motor kicks on. So that's pretty cool. So right now BK is removing the sprocket and the chain because we're not going to be needing it with this setup anymore, which is going to be pretty cool. You're just going to have to scoot it like a scooter real quick, and then it should take off. This whole back thing though, guys, this was just kind of like test fitted on here. We really want to make this thing way more secure. We'll see what happens, but it's making some progress, but it's just still a mess. There's just cables everywhere that we have to hook up. Well, you can see that we attach this thing better. It's got clamps on it. It looks a little more official than the zip tie, but guess what? We kept the zip tie up here. It's just what we do here on the channel. There's cables going everywhere. Definitely not the cleanest look, but the bike is working. And Maddie is officially back. And Maddie's gravel bike is in the stand.
Oh yeah.
How can you tell a quick story about what happened today with your gravel bike?
Basically, you ever hear of Firefest? It's kind of the same situation, but in like a gravel form. Me and Vin paid $50. We showed up to the start. There's nobody there.
Right now.
Apparently somebody completed it like a couple days ago, which we thought the event was today. And we're on the right day, by the way. And we had to walk our gravel bikes for more time than we were probably riding.
That's crazy.
So it was a bummer.
So,
and
you're
it's safe to
supposed
say
to be
we
what?
won't be back next year.
It's supposed to be like a 30 mile or something?
It was supposed to be a 30-mile race, and I had to email them to try and get the course preview or to download from my GPS. And they emailed me back, and they're like, yeah, the 49-mile ride tomorrow. I'm like, cool. So we pay $50 for a 30-mile ride. And then to just go straight to the top of everything else, we found that the price got discounted to $25. So me and Vin apparently made a generous donation of $50 to ride a 30-mile ride. And we then found you could pay $25 to ride a 49-mile ride.
That was a mess, man. I feel bad for you guys.
So we rode like 11 miles, and then we went to the coffee shop, and
it was
like
unrideable.
Dutch cookie. Yeah, we were carrying our bikes for like 25 minutes, and then realized we have 3 more miles that's in front of us, and we're like, listen, we're always up for a good challenge, but it just wasn't the point of the ride. So we were like, all right, we're going home. We're gonna go do cool electric bike stuff.
Yeah. So let's speak about it real quick. Tomorrow you're actually doing another race. We're going to Vernon, right?
We're gonna go to Vernon, New Jersey. It's in a smaller town, but I don't know. I'm doing my first cyclocross race. So I had to swap tires. I only swapped one right now because we're going to go film this video. But I will finish it. So I changed tires, took off all my bottle cages and everything, just in case I got to carry this bad boy. I'll throw it right over the shoulder. But I've never done a cyclocross race. So this will be my first one. I entered Cat 5. For anybody that actually knows what that means, it's pretty much like the beginner group. It's for people who have never raced before. I'm very, very excited for this.
How many people are going to be there, you think?
I don't know exactly, but probably like 20 people in my group, maybe. And that's like a combined group of like 40 and over, Cat 5, fat bike, single speed, all these different groups. It's kind of just like the salvaged group.
It should be cool, though.
Basically just a 45-minute sprint. Very, very excited for this
I
stuff.
bet you are.
It's going to be epic.
And me and BK are actually going to go along for the ride. We're going to go cruise up there and go watch it. Yeah, me and BK are going to be sitting on the side. It's not like a course you can see the whole time. You're kind of just waiting for people to come around. Hopefully. How many laps supposed to be? Like, you don't even know, really.
45 minutes, about a mile long.
Yeah, it's 45 minutes.
Maybe like
and then however many times,
laps.
I guess.
I guess like about maybe 8 laps or something.
So we'll see him 8 times. Me and BK will be cheering when he comes around.
Maybe, we don't know.
Yeah, we'll bring the camera though for this one. You guys will see what happens. But it's time for electric bike, the BMX bike. I figured the only way to test this thing out is to do a jump. So we're going to set up the airbag with the takeoff on it. And you guys got to remember, there is no chain, no sprocket, nothing to get speed besides the electric bike. That is a good point too. So once you're in, you're in.
Actually, it does break.
We're going to see if Maddie can get it. What kind of last minute adjustments are you making?
I'm going to throw one of these things.
Oh, we're going to get rid of the...
Yeah, affiliates a little bit of a better route.
About it, yeah.
No, so I already put them down here.
Yeah, it looks good down there.
So I'll put one more on the C-post, just in case this thing won't fly off.
Good thinking.
If I lose my battery, I lose my power.
Yeah, it's all over. Imagine dropping a tool all the way over there and it rolls completely underneath that thing. This is...
Hey, Jay, what are you doing on the ground?
He's almost ready yet?
ready.
We got it.
I just had to modify, put a little bit of a tighter system on the button. So I put this last piece of electrical tape I
That
found.
looks nice.
And I put bar ends in.
Cool. Good
Because,
thinking. Bar ends are crucial.
They really are,
Guys.
and I know what could happen when there's not bar ends.
Yes. Coming from people that parents owned a skate park, guys who use bar ends. I've seen it go through somebody's thigh before. I've seen it go into somebody's stomach. Like, please put bar ends on your bike. Just grab something, put it on there, guys. If that thing falls off the side, it can cut you any different way, and anything can happen in BMX. And that's the case. I think we're ready to go, though, right? Or is there anything we're waiting for?
I just love how far back
I know.
the rack is.
Yeah, but it's really easy to wheelie, so that should be
Prove
perfect
it.
for
Let's
the
go
airbag.
show. Let's go see.
When you sink in, and you're like,
I want to see the manual real bad. So before we do the airbag, maybe we'll do the manual, the wheelie.
he's the guy.
Is he really?
I don't have my helmet here.
Manual time.
Dude.
Is it hard?
Well, no, it was the motor didn't kick in, so I popped it up, and then the motor kicked in, so I just sent it to the moon.
All right, we'll try it
Let me
again.
go uphill.
Wow, that was pretty good. Come on, let's see how far you can
So
go.
much power behind it.
Let's see how far you can go.
That's it. That might be it.
No, you can balance it. Just get locked in. There we go. That was nice. All right, so I think we're ready to move on to the big test right here to get speed with this thing. Oh, he looped out. That was a loop out. There wasn't a battery fire or anything. It seems like everything's okay. Jeez, there's no way.
Yeah, I didn't have any control over it. You can't do anything. Let me go where it's not in dirt. I might be able to grip.
Funny. Here he goes. There we go. That's so funny. Oh, that's great.
And then it keeps building and building and building. By the time you hit top speed, you're done.
That's crazy.
There's no way.
All right, let's go hit this jump. Speaking of top speed, let's go hit this jump. So one thing we got to figure out that we haven't really talked about too much is the fact that this thing has a max speed.
Yeah.
And once it hits a max speed,
It just shuts.
No more
it'll
throttle.
basically stop. So
You gotta
and-
time
and once
this.
it shuts off, you like can't hit the button again. You'll kind of roll until it comes back down to a normal speed. So I have to time it so that I hit max speed at that box jump.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like I might just
I
start
don't know.
like right here.
Just play around with
do a
it,
quick Fred
and we'll see.
Flintstone and give it a go.
We'll see.
All right.
There's no way it's happening. No way. What a letdown.
Get off the lift.
That was so
I need a
embarrassing.
smaller ramp.
Because the thing is, guys, this was a big test right here. This motor was on a 27.5-inch wheel. So I'm assuming that the motor is programmed to spin a certain amount of rotations and then it shuts out.
Well-
now it's a smaller wheel on it. It's only a 20-inch wheel, so it's going to cover a lot less
It's like a
ground.
man-powered motor. It's just a pedal assist.
Yeah.
It's not like an electric bike. It's a pedal assist. So it's usually going to have someone who's just pedaling the
But I
bike,
would
barely making it up a
assume,
hill.
what, like 15, 16 miles an hour is like what you need to hit a jump?
It was bad.
What we're going to do, though, I have an idea. Let's go inside the shop. We're going fakie right now. We got the motor on backwards. We got the sensors on backwards, and we're going to see if we can do a fakie, a motorized fakie. This is...
Ridiculously long fakie.
It is. It's
You
going to
can
be really
go
cool.
forever.
We got Justin over here, fakie master. He's eyeing this thing up. He loves a good fakie.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be real fun until you don't know where you're going. You're still
Yeah.
And it's
thumb on the
absolutely
trigger.
no brakes.
You're popping curbs. You're like, oh,
Let's go do
running
it.
into Route 9.
Let's go do it. Moment of truth. We're going to have BK riding along with you, filming it with the phone. Hopefully we can do a full lap around.
A full around shop would be like
Would be pretty
insane.
amazing. But
It'd
it's
probably
going to be
look
fast.
ridiculous.
This is going to be really fast. So BK, you're going to have to be his eyes as well. What?
Yeah, you better tell
Yeah,
me.
you're gonna have
dude.
to help
You better
him.
Shout something.
you gotta
Make
say?
some sort of noise.
Get ready, Matt. It's going to take off.
Here we go.
All right, it's live. It's live. You got to be his eyes, BK.
Oh! Go straight, go straight, go straight. Start turning right. Start turning right. Straight, straight, straight. Start right. No, no. All right.
I was good. I was ready to cut it, and then I looked at it. I was like, I almost hit the edge of the brick or the curb right
Oh,
there.
okay.
I was like, oh, straightened out. Realized there's no brakes or anything. And
no
when you
brakes.
hit the power, there's not. You just take the consequence.
Yeah.
If you commit to hitting the battery, you're going. You're stuck.
So you know how to operate this thing?
Yeah.
Red button means go.
Dude, that was fun.
Letting go of the
That-
red button kind of
That
breaks
is a
you.
thrill.
Kind of breaks you. All right, Justin, we'll see if you can make it any further. It's gonna get real quick.
I hear it.
There it is. Look at it. Oh, he's flying right now. Come on, keep going, keep going. Oh, you see that takeoff once he hits the throttle?
Yo, your leg is inside out.
Yeah, how does he do that? He goes full flamingo when he's doing fakie.
What?
Yeah, ah, he's hit the... Listen, I know it wasn't the perfect project, but I'm glad it actually worked, especially the fact that we were able to take apart that bike and make something out of it. Whoa, watch the Prius, dude. We're gonna try to see if we can find like a battery and a motor online and make something really awesome that we can get speed and jump stuff with. I think it's definitely gonna be our next battery project. So guys, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.